Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Kedoshim, this is a weekly portion, and Kedusha is something that is hard to grasp. We translate it as holy, but really it's translated in the correct way to separation. Kadosh means to separate oneself from the mundane world, and that's what the verse is saying. Kedoshim, to you shall be separated. Ki Kadosh ani Hashem Elokechem, because I am separated. And here the concept of being separated, Kedusha, defines the religious world. How so? Because a person desires stuff in his world. He desires love and to accumulate possessions. And the more you desire, it's like a bottomless pit. What do you do with those desires? Well, there's two options. Either you desire more and more and more, and you can never fulfill your desire in this world. But the religious world deals with it in a different way. You eliminate your desire. Either you try to fulfill your desire, or you eliminate the concept of desire in your life. And here, the Torah brings us to a very interesting concept, which is called Kedusha. How do you deal with desire in your world? There is a system. And the system is a system of Kedusha, of separation. The more you understand that you eliminate the desire in your world, and you bring an outward source, which is God, into your life, the desire diminishes. How so? When we have the holiness, we're going to use that term, or Kedusha of Shabbat, it's basically the sanctified time. Sanctified time is not time that you create in your life, it's something that God creates in your life, and therefore you separate the Saturday, the Shabbat, from all other days. It's not your desire to do so, but someone is telling you to separate a certain portion of your time during the week. Also the Kohanim, the separation of different individuals. You do not put on a high pedestal the Kohen. God does so. God does so. And when He does and tells the Kohen, you shall be a high priest in my temple, and you have to give presents to that priest, etc., etc., that high priest is separated from all other individuals. And therefore it's not your desire to do something, it's something that is written from above. And also holy places, which is Mekomot Shel Kedusha, separated buildings, sanctuaries that are not sanctified by people, but are sanctified by God. And God is telling you, your desire, the man-made things that you make, is not sanctified by you, it's sanctified by me. And therefore you nullify your desires in front of God. And that whole system of a place, of people, and of time, that whole system increases the freedom of choice of a human being. And when it increases the freedom of choice, then the verse in the end of the portion, you shall separate yourself because I am separated, tells us that you do not go blindly after the desires of a human being, and you elevate yourself to be like God. God has a freedom of choice. You have a freedom of choice. God does not have desires, so shall you will not have desires. So the concept of Kedusha, it's hard to grasp it, but if we understand that it's elimination of desires in our life, we can actually grasp a bit of that Kedusha concept, raise ourselves, separate ourselves, and even make ourselves holy. Shabbat Shalom.